Did you know that wildlife causes over $1 billion in damage to the livestock industry every year in the U.S., across more than 900 million acres of agricultural land? The situation has worsened since 2005. Have you ever wondered how Americans are dealing with the growing threat from wildlife? This video summarizes how Americans are addressing it. Leave a comment with the number 1 to learn more and support solutions to protect the U.S. livestock industry from over $1 billion in wildlife damage. The presence of wolves remains a significant issue in the wilds of Wyoming, causing substantial damage to sheep farming operations. Each sheep attack results in a $200 loss for farmers, putting them in a tough spot. Nationwide, these attacks are estimated to cause over $30 million in economic damage annually. To cope with this, over 60,000 people participated in protests, urging the government to take strong actions to address the issue. If you were a farmer facing this threat, what would you do to protect your livestock? Please share your solution. As wolf attacks became more severe, farmers were forced to seek more drastic solutions to protect their sheep herds. Over 70,000 people took to the streets to protest and demand that the government implement quick solutions. As a result, professionally trained hunting dogs combined with GPS technology were used to track and drive wolves away from farmers. Within just 3 months, attacks decreased by 60%, and over 3,800 wolves were repelled, bringing new hope to farmers. However, strict hunting license regulations are still maintained to ensure the humane treatment and safety of both hunters and animals. While effective, using bait can attract unrelated animals, increasing risks for hunters during the hunt. Some hunters believe that preparing animal carcasses is a way to gain more time to approach wolves without disrupting the hunt. If you were a hunter, would you support this method? Hunting wolves in Wyoming is always intense. Hunters not only use bait, but also employ a rabbit-like device, invented in 2008 by a group of local hunters. This device attracts wolves more effectively than using animal carcasses, because it accurately mimics a sound that wolves cannot resist. However, wolves are very cautious and can quickly detect hunters in their natural environment. Therefore, hunters must carefully camouflage themselves, wear dark-colored clothing, and remain silent to avoid detection. If you're impressed by the rabbit-like device and the hunter's camouflage techniques, leave a comment with the number 2 today. While dealing with wolves is a significant issue for farmers, another silent threat comes from the red fox. In states like Oregon, where there are over 3,000 active poultry farms, red foxes have caused significant damage for over a decade. Every year, farmers lose thousands of chickens to these nocturnal predators. The problem is particularly severe because foxes dig dens near the farms, making population control more difficult. poultry farms spread across the region, red foxes thrive thanks to the abundant resources, leading farmers into a constant battle for survival. In areas like Montana, hunters are legally allowed to hunt red foxes, but in places like California, strict laws prohibit hunting without a valid license, with fines imposed on those who fail to comply. Hunters use .22 caliber or .223 rifles to quickly take down red foxes. The licenses limit hunters to hunting only a certain number of red foxes per season, with a maximum of 5 red foxes. Hunting red foxes during the day is important because nighttime hunting could disrupt the delicate ecosystem, especially near farms. Nighttime hunting can pose risks to other wildlife in the area.
Got him!
Wildlife management in the United States is a complex balance between protecting livelihoods and conserving ecosystems. Solutions such as using hunting dogs, advanced tracking tools, and regulated weaponry help minimize the damage caused by invasive species. However, debates continue about alternative methods that could reduce harm and promote coexistence between humans and wildlife. What have you learned from each hunting experience at our farm? If you're a hunter, after watching this video, you will understand the responsibility of American hunters in dealing with and preventing wildlife from damaging farms. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like it and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video. In early 2025, wild boars caused serious accidents on highways in Italy. Hundreds of collisions resulted in more than 215 people being injured, and many vehicles were severely damaged. However, importantly, no fatalities were reported. One incident on the A1 highway involved more than 10 vehicles being severely damaged, causing traffic to be paralyzed for hours. With speeds reaching up to 25 miles per hour, wild boars are considered an invasive species that can suddenly run onto the road, leaving drivers no time to react. Leave a comment with number 1 to join in protecting road safety on Italy's highways from the threat of invasive wild boars. In addition to vehicle damage, wild boars also face severe consequences, with their carcasses causing traffic congestion and increasing the risk of secondary accidents. The total estimated economic cost is up to $215 million annually, including vehicle repair costs, traffic delays, and cleanup expenses. So what would you do if a wild boar suddenly appeared in front of your car? To address the issue, the Italian government has implemented changes to its invasive species control policies. In 2023, a relaxed hunting policy was introduced, allowing hunting year-round, including in protected areas and urban zones, under the supervision of authorities. Night hunting is permitted for licensed hunters who are allowed to use infrared scopes and thermal lights while adhering to strict safety regulations. A group of hunters enters the fields, equipped with Winchester .38 rifles, powerful enough to take down these invasive animals weighing over 220 pounds. The atmosphere is tense, with each step needing to be precise. If you are an experienced hunter, you might have read about Italy's wild boar hunting policy. Each hunter is only allowed to shoot a maximum of 5 wild boars per night, unless they are part of government-organized and supervised hunts. Hunters involved in this activity must be over 18 years old. Wild boar attacks in Europe have increased by nearly 30% in recent years. Therefore, hunters are advised to wear thick clothing, sturdy boots, reinforced vests, and thick gloves to protect themselves from wild boar attacks and the rugged hunting terrain in Italy. During the day, wild boar hunting changes. Wild boars are hard to catch, and every rustle in the grass could signal that they are getting closer. They have keen senses and unpredictable behavior, making every moment tense. Hunters must learn to move cautiously, take advantage of the wind direction, and stay low to avoid detection. Alternatively, you can hunt in a group of at least 5 people. If you agree, leave a comment with the number 1. In addition, wild boar hunting reaches a new level of intensity when helicopters are used. To carry out such a dangerous hunt, hunters must have at least 5 years of experience hunting wild boars, and that's just the beginning. Before each hunting season, the helicopters must undergo strict inspections at least 3 times to ensure they are suitable for high-speed pursuits. The laws governing wild boar hunting in Italy are very strict. Hunters must have a full permit with approval from local authorities, and while hunting with helicopters is exciting, it is only allowed during a specific time frame from November to February. After a successful hunt, hunters must collect the wild boars and report the number of animals they have killed to the authorities. In early 2025 alone, hunters in Italy reported the elimination of more than 300 wild boars, highlighting the scale of the ongoing battle as the population of this invasive species continues to grow. But the responsibility doesn't end there. Hunters also have to properly handle the carcasses, ensuring that they are processed into meat or disposed of in an environmentally friendly manner. After going through 100 wild boar hunting moments in Italy, how do you feel? Feel free to comment below. If you agree with how the Italian government is handling it, please hit the like button. Thank you for watching the full video and stay tuned. These approaches have been very effective in preventing the spread of certain invasive species. Do you have any ideas for better solutions? Share your thoughts in the comments so we can discuss it together. Thanks for sticking around and watching the entire video. If you liked it, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And tell your friends about us so they can watch too. Goodbye, and see you in the next video.
The rainforest hosts an incredible diversity of wildlife, ranging from mischievous monkeys to vibrant exotic birds. Amidst the dense foliage, the jaguar, one of the largest members of the feline family, catches the eye with its iconic spotted fur, making it a skilled and stealthy hunter. This rich environment offers the jaguar not just a plentiful food source, but also the perfect cover for hunting and raising its young. The jaguar's presence is a testament to the untamed beauty of the rainforest and plays a crucial role in maintaining the ecological balance of the region. Stay tuned for more insights, and don't forget to subscribe for the latest updates. The jaguar is a top predator in its ecosystem, known for its diverse diet. It hunts a wide range of animals, including deer, wild boar, monkeys, and even crocodiles. With its remarkable climbing skills and strong swimming abilities, the jaguar is able to access prey in both trees and near water, making it a versatile and formidable hunter. Its adaptability in finding food ensures its survival in the challenging environment of the rainforest. Current estimates suggest that the global leopard population in the wild ranges from 15,000 to 25,000 individuals. These secretive predators sometimes venture into human-populated areas in search of food. As their natural habitats are increasingly disturbed, their unexpected appearances often create panic and confusion among local communities, as people are unsure how to handle the presence of such powerful creatures in their environment. When natural food sources become scarce, leopards may venture into rural areas to hunt livestock, including cows, sheep, and even domestic pets like dogs and cats. These attacks typically occur at night, as the leopards use the cover of darkness to approach their prey. Such incidents not only result in significant losses for farmers but also fuel human-wildlife conflicts, raising safety concerns for both people and the animals. Addressing this issue requires finding sustainable solutions that protect both the leopards and human property, ensuring a balance between conservation and safety. One effective way to protect both leopards and humans is by relocating them to zoos or animal sanctuaries. This approach helps minimize conflicts between leopards and human communities, while also providing a safe haven for injured or displaced leopards to receive care and rehabilitation. In these controlled environments, leopards can live in habitats that mimic their natural surroundings, while also serving as an educational tool for the public. These settings raise awareness about the species' conservation needs and play a crucial role in research and efforts to protect healthy leopard populations for future generations. In certain regions where leopard populations are growing rapidly, governments may find it necessary to take severe actions to ensure public safety. When leopards enter residential areas and pose a threat to livestock or humans, the use of firearms to control their population has been considered a temporary solution. To address this issue, authorities often implement controlled hunting programs to reduce conflicts between humans and leopards. Do you think this hunting method is appropriate? If you agree, like the video. If you disagree, leave a number 1 in the comments. Jaguar hunting, or more accurately, the observation and study of jaguars in their natural habitat, requires meticulous planning and a great deal of responsibility. It is crucial to have a deep understanding of jaguar ecology and behavior in order to approach and interact with them respectfully. The use of specialized equipment, such as binoculars and cameras, is essential for observing these majestic animals without causing them harm or disturbance. Furthermore, any methods employed should prioritize conservation and non-intrusive techniques, focusing on preserving the species rather than harm or extermination. Responsible wildlife observation plays a key role in educating the public and contributing to conservation efforts. A well-defined conservation plan is essential to ensure that the activity does not harm the jaguar population. This plan should focus on minimizing human impact on their natural environment, while promoting sustainable practices. Additionally, adherence to permits and regulations is necessary to maintain legality and accountability throughout the process. Collaboration with a team of experts, researchers, and volunteers is also crucial to enhance the effectiveness of conservation efforts and ensure the safety of both the animals and participants. Working together in a coordinated manner will maximize the chances of success in preserving jaguar populations for future generations. When encountering a leopard, it is crucial for hunters to maintain a safe distance and position themselves in a location that offers a clear and stable view. Aiming should be focused on vital areas such as the head or chest to ensure an accurate and humane shot. It is important for hunters to remain calm, avoid rushing, and take a steady, controlled shot. After the shot, close attention should be paid to the leopard's reaction to assess its condition. If the animal is injured, hunters must approach with caution and treat the leopard humanely, ensuring that it does not experience prolonged suffering. However, it's worth noting that ethical hunting practices should always prioritize the welfare of the animal, and conservation efforts should focus on preventing such encounters in the first place. After the hunt, if the objective is conservation, participants should carefully document important details, such as the location and number of leopards observed. This data is essential for assessing the population's health and developing effective conservation strategies. In cases where the hunt is deemed necessary for human safety, post-hunt procedures must strictly adhere to legal and ethical guidelines, ensuring minimal disruption to the ecosystem. Thank you for watching the video. Please give us a like, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel to stay updated on the latest videos. We look forward to seeing you in the next one. Primates are a highly diverse group, including both monkeys and apes, that inhabit rainforests, forests, and various other environments across the globe. These animals are renowned for their remarkable intelligence and intricate communication abilities. Many primate species live in social groups where they establish complex structures, interact, care for one another, and work together to protect themselves from predators. Are you ready to explore the fascinating world of primates with us? If so, leave the number 2 in the comments below. Primate diets are diverse and largely depend on the species and their natural habitat. Most primates primarily consume fruits, leaves, flowers, and seeds, which supply essential nutrients and energy for their daily activities. A varied diet is crucial not only for maintaining the health of primates, but also for supporting the ecological balance. By feeding on different plants and fruits, primates help with seed dispersal, contributing to the growth and regeneration of the ecosystem around them. This interaction highlights the important role primates play in sustaining the environment. The varied diets and high reproductive rates of primates have led some species to cause considerable damage to agriculture. As primate populations grow, they frequently venture into crop fields in search of food, particularly fruits, grains, and vegetables. This behavior can significantly reduce crop yields, resulting in financial losses for farmers. The impact is especially severe in rural areas, where agriculture is the primary livelihood, and these losses can threaten both local economies and food security. Balancing primate conservation with agricultural protection becomes a key challenge in such regions. Additionally, the consumption of fruits and crops by primates has resulted in increased human-animal conflict, raising concerns on both sides. In response, many farmers have implemented measures such as fencing or using loud noises to deter primates from entering their fields. While these methods can offer temporary relief, they also highlight the ongoing challenge of balancing wildlife conservation with sustainable agricultural practices. To address this issue more effectively, there is a need for more humane and innovative solutions that protect both primates and the livelihoods of farmers, ensuring a harmonious coexistence between wildlife and human communities. To address the issue of primates causing damage to the agricultural industry, trapping can be considered a safe and humane solution. Rather than resorting to harmful methods, trapping allows farmers to gently capture primates and relocate them back into the wild, away from farming areas. Do you agree with this method? If yes, like the video. If no, leave a 3 in the comments. To set up a trap for primates, place it in areas where they are likely to be found, such as near fruit trees or places where they have been active. To attract them, put their favorite foods, like ripe fruit or nuts, inside the cage. Once the primates enter to feed, the trap's door mechanism will automatically close, safely capturing them inside without causing harm. This method ensures that the primates can be relocated without injury, reducing the risk of damage to crops while maintaining humane treatment of the animals. If cage trapping is not practical, or if a large number of primates need to be managed, transporting them to a zoo or sanctuary can be a highly effective solution. After the primates are safely captured, they can be relocated to a zoo or sanctuary where they will be cared for by professionals. These facilities can provide the appropriate environment for the primates to thrive, offering a safe space where they can live without the threat of crop damage, while also contributing to conservation and educational efforts. This solution helps mitigate human-wildlife conflict while prioritizing animal welfare. At the zoo, primates will be well cared for, nurtured, and may take part in educational programs to help raise awareness about the importance of conserving the species. Additionally, relocating primates to the zoo helps reduce human-wildlife conflicts and protects crops from damage. This approach not only benefits people by minimizing agricultural losses, but also plays a key role in the conservation of wildlife in their natural habitats. However, hunting is sometimes viewed as the quickest method to reduce primate populations that are causing significant damage to agriculture. In emergency situations, when primates are inflicting severe harm on crops and other measures have proven ineffective, hunting may be considered a way to quickly control the population and prevent further losses. Despite this, it is important to consider more humane and sustainable solutions whenever possible to avoid long-term negative impacts on the ecosystem. While hunting may provide quick results, it also raises significant ethical and sustainability concerns. It can lead to declines in population, disrupt ecosystems, and create long-term conflicts between humans and wildlife. Therefore, it should be approached with caution and paired with sustainable conservation and management strategies to ensure a balanced coexistence between humans and animals in shared habitats. Thanks for watching the video. Please give us a like. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel for the latest updates. See you in the next video.
Wild boars are originally native to Asia and Europe. Research into the origins of wild boars reveals that they first emerged in East Asia, particularly southeastern China, before spreading to other regions in Asia and Europe. Over time, wild boars have evolved into various subspecies, demonstrating an incredible ability to adapt to diverse environments, including tropical forests, temperate woodlands, and grasslands. Their migration and expansion into new territories have led to their presence in many areas worldwide. Wild boars are known for their high reproductive rate, as they can breed year-round, with peak breeding periods typically occurring in late autumn and winter. The gestation period for wild boars is around 115 days, and a female can give birth to a litter of 4 to 12 young, with an average of 5 to 6 young per litter, depending on environmental conditions and food availability. With a high reproductive rate and remarkable adaptability, feral hogs have established a large population, estimated at 9 million, spread across many states in the United States. However, forest vegetation is not enough to sustain this large population, leading these animals to invade farmers' lands and cause significant damage. According to USDA research, feral hogs cause approximately $15 billion in damage to agriculture and related industries in the U.S. each year. Research shows that feral pigs regularly dig into the ground, damaging crops and soil structure, causing up to $190 in damage per acre. Feral pigs consume a variety of crops, including corn, soybeans, rice, wheat, peanuts, and vegetables. Have you ever experienced damage from feral pigs on your farm or property? Now let's look at the first method of solving this problem. Hunting wild pigs with a shotgun is a popular practice in the United States for several compelling reasons. One of the main advantages of using a shotgun is its effectiveness at close range. Wild pigs typically live in brush and forest environments, where visibility is limited and shooting distances are short. This makes shotguns ideal for quickly and efficiently taking down wild pigs in these conditions. In these conditions, the ability of a shotgun to deliver a powerful shot at close range is invaluable. Additionally, shotguns are known for their stopping power when hunting large, powerful animals such as wild boars, especially when using lead or shotgun pellets. The stopping power of a shotgun ensures that animals are taken down quickly and humanely, minimizing the risk of injury or escape. Another key advantage of using a shotgun for wild boar hunting is its flexibility. Hunters can choose from various ammunition types, like buckshot for close-range shots or slugs for farther targets. This versatility lets hunters adapt to different hunting scenarios, boosting both effectiveness and safety in the field. Helicopter hunting, or aerial hunting, has gained popularity in certain regions of the United States, particularly in states grappling with significant feral hog infestations. This technique is highly efficient for controlling hog populations due to its capacity to cover vast areas swiftly and reach challenging terrains. It enables hunters to eliminate large groups of feral hogs rapidly, a crucial step in regions facing severe agricultural and ecological damage. Helicopters give hunters the advantage of quickly targeting and shooting animals upon spotting them, minimizing the chances of escape. The data underscores the essential role hunters play in managing feral pig populations. Their efforts directly influence agricultural yields, environmental preservation, and the economic stability of communities affected by these invasive animals. Hunters play a crucial role in preserving natural habitats by minimizing the destruction caused by wild boars. By managing their populations, hunters help maintain biodiversity and support essential ecosystem services that have economic value. What are your thoughts on this approach? We'd love to hear your opinions, so please share your views in the comments below. Japan is renowned for its orderly and clean culture, where personal and public hygiene are deeply valued in everyday life. Yet, in recent years, wild boar invasions have wreaked havoc, causing notable environmental damage. If you're ready, drop a comment with the number 1. In not ban, the number of monkey attacks on homes and landfills has surged, with over 1,500 incidents reported annually. In recent years, farmers in the northern mountain regions of Japan have been grappling with an escalating issue caused by sudden assaults from a growing population of 3 million monkeys. Fruit and vegetable farms have endured the most significant losses. A report from the Japan Agricultural Products Protection Organization revealed that in 2021, monkey-related damage exceeded $2 million. One farmer recalled visiting his orchard one morning, only to find it completely ravaged, with no crops left to harvest. In today's world, power outages seem unimaginable, yet many monkeys have caused major blackouts by climbing onto power lines. The local Japanese electric authority reported at least 10 outages linked to monkeys damaging these lines, resulting in losses over $500,000. Life has become increasingly difficult for residents, with numerous businesses forced to shut down for a week due to power disruptions, leading to substantial production losses. To combat the extensive damage caused by monkeys, residents in Japan have set up a 25-mile-long electric fence around the Takama Mountains to protect homes and farms. Designed by environmental expert Hiroshi Tanaka, the fence uses barbed wire and electric pulses that are harmless to humans, but effective at deterring monkeys. With a construction cost of $1.5 million, this investment is deemed essential for the safety of the community. Faced with an explosion in the monkey population, estimated at around 3 million, causing severe damage, the people of Japan have had to resort to extreme measures. One of the most effective methods has been the use of large iron traps. These traps can catch 10 to 15 monkeys at a time, helping to quickly reduce the number of invading monkeys. Only individuals with experience and a deep understanding of monkey behavior are allowed to participate in these activities. They must know how the traps work and how to strategically place them, typically near dense forests, farms, or near landfills where monkeys often search for food. To increase effectiveness, the traps are often baited with fruit, which easily attracts the monkeys into the traps. Typically, it takes about 3 to 4 hours to set up a large iron trap for catching monkeys. These traps operate using a simple mechanism. When a monkey is lured by the bait and steps inside, the door automatically closes, trapping them. It requires at least 4 experienced hunters to complete the installation. These traps can be used for extended periods without causing environmental pollution, reflecting Japan's environmental protection standards. However, regular inspections are necessary to maintain the trap's effectiveness and ensure they do not become damaged or lose their ability to catch monkeys. In 2022, Japan resorted to using firearms to deal with the remaining monkey population. Within just 5 months, more than 7,500 monkeys were removed by experienced hunters. These hunters typically operated from a distance of 100 to 150 feet to ensure maximum accuracy and prevent unwanted incidents. However, this hunting must be carried out carefully to avoid monkeys detecting the hunter's hiding spots. Additionally, in bad weather conditions like heavy rain or fog, hunters may face slippery terrain and poor visibility, making it difficult to approach their targets. As a result, hunting permits specify that hunting in bad weather is discouraged for the safety of the hunters.
That's a 380 yards. Easy.
To become a hunter in Japan, individuals must pass rigorous exams and obtain a hunting license, ensuring they have the necessary skills and knowledge to handle hunting situations. The minimum age to participate in hunting is 20 years old. The most commonly used firearm for dealing with wild monkeys is a semi-automatic rifle called the Saga 75. This high-performance rifle has an effective range of up to 200 feet, allowing hunters to eliminate targets from a safe distance. Over 2,000 hunters have participated in this campaign, an impressive number that reflects Japan's determination to protect its environment and property from monkey invasions. Comment below if you've been affected by invasive monkeys. Comment with the number 1 if you support the trapping and hunting of monkeys by the Japanese. While these solutions have been effective in controlling the growth of invasive species, do you think there are better alternatives? Share your thoughts and comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay updated with our upcoming videos. And be sure to share this video with your friends so they can enjoy it too.
The second invasive species is the wolf, known as the most dangerous predator for farmers in the U.S. According to some studies, they can play an important role in controlling rodents, benefiting farmers. However, coyotes can also have a negative impact by attacking livestock, especially in large grazing areas in the western United States, such as Montana, Wyoming, and Idaho. Estimates of damage caused by wolves to the livestock industry reach millions of dollars each year, According to the United States Department of Agriculture USDA, within a week, wolves can cause an average of $1,500 to $2,000 in damage per attack. On average, a wolf will attack one sheep per week. To a worrying extent, they don't even hesitate to move on the highway. This caused a police officer, who was completing his duty, to quickly hide in his car when he suddenly saw a pack of wolves rushing across the road. American farmers need the government's support in finding a balance between environmental protection and their interests. Currently, setting traps to capture invasive wolves is a common method for controlling human-wolf conflicts in many states across the world, such as California, Arizona, New Mexico, and Texas. These are often the states with the highest livestock wolf conflict rates. It is estimated that nearly 230,000 wolves are captured each year in the U.S., accounting for about 133% of the total number of wolves living in this country. Wolf trapping often requires professionalism and skill, and must comply with relevant laws and regulations. Hunters often use sensor-activated foot traps. If you are a resident of the United States, interested in wolf control, and want to get involved, you need to learn more about the specific trapping regulations in your state. Always protecting the natural environment and maintaining balanced ecology when participating in hunting activities. Please leave the number 1 if you support wolf trapping. Otherwise, leave the number 0. In addition, moose are also a danger to agriculture and urban areas, causing serious damage and potentially transmitting diseases to humans when they invade those areas. The challenge of management and security in cities is huge. Statistically, New York State is hardest hit by the invasive elk problem. Each year, they cause more than 70 million USD in damage to this state, including damage to crops and traffic accidents. In addition to destroying more than 10,000 acres of farmland in Illinois, causing millions of dollars in damages to farmers with the aim of minimizing elk encroachment into urban areas, there are temporary measures implemented. That is providing enough food and water for them in wild areas, to limit their access to cities and not affect the community, to help control pest populations and protect farmers. Farming in the United States. States often use methods such as trapping or hunting these pests in Alaska, with the main goal of hunters being to capture elk. This animal is native to Alaska, and about 75% of hunters come to this state because their antlers bring economic value. It is predicted that by 2022, there will be about 176,000 deer living in Alaska, of which about 57% will be males. Each person is licensed to hunt 1 to 4 animals during the hunt. During the hunting season, violating the regulations on the number of hunts within the allowed range may result in a fine. This is especially important to avoid serious errors, because violations can lead to criminal prosecution and even prison sentences. If you feel this information is useful, please leave number 2 in the comments section. Currently, most hunters who come to Alaska target male elk. This is because hunting regulations are often aimed at sustainable management of elk populations, especially targeting males, helping hunters control the population and prevent overpopulation of the species. Additionally, males are often larger in size and have more antlers than females, making them more attractive to trophy hunters. Hunters gain more respect and excitement when they capture elk with their attractive antlers. They often have to climb high mountains in harsh weather to search for prey. Currently, there are about 35,000 mountain goats living in Alaska, and about 615 are caught by hunters each year. Of all the invasive species, which animal are you most concerned about? What invasive species do you think need to be controlled right now? Elk are the largest mammals in North America and Europe, attracting attention with their impressive size. Their height can reach up to 7.5 feet and weigh up to 1,800 pounds, making them one of the strongest creatures on land. Most of them are the size of a small truck, taller than a car, and many times heavier. Elk have been present in the United States since about 10,000 years ago, when the last glacier melted. They originally lived mainly in the forests and grasslands of Alaska and Canada. However, in recent times, elk numbers have increased dramatically, and they have migrated to other southern regions of the United States. The moose population in the United States has doubled in the past 50 years, from about 500,000 in 1970 to more than 1 million in 2022, according to the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service. This increase is mainly due to improvements in their habitat, including the expansion of forests and grasslands. This is proof of the vitality and excellent adaptation of this animal in today's natural environment. According to information from the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service, each year there are about 1,500 traffic accidents caused by moose in the United States. This is a notable problem, especially in rural and suburban areas where elk are common. Statistics show that economic losses from these accidents reach an estimated figure of 1.3 billion USD per year. Of this, repair costs account for about 1 billion USD, and medical costs for those injured in accidents are 300 million USD. The most serious accident was recorded on December 23, 2017 in the state of Oregon. In this accident, a truck collided with a moose, causing the vehicle to flip over and catch fire. This accident killed 4 people and seriously injured 2 others, in addition to causing damage to people and property. Elk also have a major impact on farmers and growers, as they regularly eat important crops and fruits such as corn grass, beans, apples, and grapes. According to U.S. statistics, the loss of fishing and wildlife services to the agricultural industry is estimated at about 500 million USD per year. However, this number is only calculated for each year. Elk not only threaten transportation and economic safety, but also pose risks to tourists in the forested areas where they live. Each year, there are about 200 elk attacks on forest tourists in the U.S., especially in areas such as Alaska, Washington, Oregon, and Montana. The important thing to keep in mind to ensure safety when encountering elk when driving in areas with many elk is to drive slowly and always pay attention. In forest environments, make noise to warn them of your limited exposure. Especially when they are protecting their young. Stay calm and try to avoid contact if they become aggressive. Stay still and slowly leave the area. Complying with these safety measures can help reduce the risk of accidents and attacks from elk, protecting both drivers, residents of rural areas, and forest visitors. Elk hunting is a popular population management method widely used in many places. Countries around the world, including the United States, Canada, and Europe, often take measures to manage moose populations. This not only helps control the elk population, but also ensures balance and ecology in each country. State elk hunting licensing processes vary, but the most important thing is that the minimum age is usually 18 years or older. Participants must also complete a safety training course, including how to safely use guns, handle animals after hunting, and how to protect the environment. The licensing process also requires payment of a fee ranging from a few dozen to a few $100s. However, these costs are often considered to conflict with the benefits of controlling falcon populations when hunting is initiated. Participants need to pay attention to several important things to ensure safety, including choosing a safe hunting location and using hunting equipment properly. Hunting time also plays a role, as elk are often active in the early morning and late afternoon. According to the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service, about 200,000 elk are hunted in the United States each year. This has contributed significantly to the control and reduction of the elk population in the country.
Hello everyone! A safari is not only a place to view wildlife, but also an adventure full of surprises and incredible moments with invasive species. Today, we bring you stunning footage captured by lucky travelers on their journey. Are you ready to explore? If so, leave a comment with the number 1 to start the video.
Oh, God!
Going with a guide might make you feel safer on a tour about invasive species, but that doesn't mean you can avoid surprises. Right in front of you is a male lion, and you never know what it's going to do next. When you're in the territory of a top predator, you have to keep your distance and never turn your back. Safari tourists might not realize that they're not just visiting gorillas. They might also encounter them in unexpected situations. The national park is one of the world's top destinations for this formidable species, where you can get up close in surprising ways. Although there have been no reports of dangerous attacks, when a gorilla beats its chest, it's a clear sign that you're encroaching on its territory. It's also an incredible moment for a photo. Leopards in South Africa have become accustomed to humans, even friendly enough to allow tourists to snap selfies. But don't let the appearance of this invasive species fool you. They're still dangerous predators. In the Sabi Sands Reserve, they like to hide out on large tree branches and have a bite force twice as strong as that of a lion. The guide immediately signals the driver to reverse. When a tiger appears on the road, any mistake could come at a high price. This invasive species can attack even without provocation. When facing one, it's best to give way, as they can leap up to 30 feet in a single bound. And if you run, their predatory instincts will kick in instantly. On many safaris across Africa, elephants often block the road for tourists, especially in areas with large herds like Chobe National Park, home to over 1,200 elephants. Although generally seen as gentle giants, male elephants in mating season can become aggressive and charge at passing vehicles. That's why a good guide always has the engine running before an elephant decides to make a move. In Zimbabwe, you don't have to venture far to see wildlife. They can show up right in the middle of the city. Locals are used to this, but newcomers should avoid sudden movements, as rhinos have poor eyesight but are highly sensitive to motion. If one is watching you, it's best to stay still or move slowly. Cape buffalo can turn a safari into a nightmare, causing millions of dollars in damage by ramming vehicles. They're easily agitated by bright colors, engine noise, and sudden movements. To minimize the risk, tourists should avoid brightly colored vehicles and switch off the engine when buffalo approach. Parks could also consider installing protective barriers. Do you think this is a reasonable solution? If not, leave comment number 2 below this video. Camels have learned to recognize tourists as an easy source of food, and they won't hesitate to stick their heads through car windows to grab anything within reach. In tourist-heavy areas, it's not uncommon to see camels surrounding vehicles, which can be dangerous since these animals can weigh up to 1,000 kilo. Quickly close your car doors if you see them approaching. It took the whole bag. It ate the entire bag. Let's go, now.
What is this count doing?
No one wants to see this, but it's a reality many drivers in Florida have to deal with. Monkeys don't just snap off side mirrors and wreck windshield wipers, they tear up interiors, turning cars into total wrecks. So, who's responsible before the damage gets even worse? We are. That's why the government needs to prioritize education around parking behavior, because it shouldn't be up to the monkeys. Oh no, no, no! Drive, drive, drive! On the savannah, zebras have a bite force of up to 3,000 psi, enough to crush something hard. Don't stop in areas with zebra herds, because one agitated zebra can cause the whole herd to panic. Always keep your windows closed and avoid direct eye contact with them. If you leave the window cracked, a zebra might attack. Never feed the zebras. Every moment on safari is a story, from spectacular encounters to unexpected situations, and a reminder to respect nature. If you had the chance to experience a safari, how would you react when faced with these dangerous situations? Share your thoughts below this video. Hit the subscribe button to get more value from the next video. Illegal wildlife trade is having a devastating impact on lion populations across Africa, pushing them to the brink of extinction. Tigers used to be the main target, hunted for their teeth, bones, and claws, which are highly valued in traditional African and Asian medicine as well as in luxury goods. But as tiger populations continue to decline, poachers have shifted their focus to lions. Are you ready to learn how people are working to conserve lions that are on the brink of extinction? If you are, leave comment number 1 below. The situation is becoming increasingly dire. According to Panthera, a leading wildcat conservation organization, lion populations have declined by 43% over the past 21 years. Another study shows that poaching for body parts now accounts for 35% of human-induced deaths in certain areas. These numbers are truly alarming and highlight the urgent need to support organizations like the International Anti-Poaching Foundation, IAPF, who are fighting to protect these animals from the devastating forces of poaching. Poaching has become an increasingly brutal threat to lion populations in Africa. It is estimated that there are now fewer than 9,600 lions left in Africa, down from around 36,000 just a few decades ago. Each year, between 1,000 and 1,500 lions are poached across the continent. The combined impact of poaching and habitat loss has forced lion populations to struggle for survival in many areas, with some regions witnessing declines of up to 73%. In the 1990s, the vast savannas of Africa were home to 200,000 lions, but today, fewer than 20,000 remain, marking an astonishing collapse.
Hold on. In the chest. Good shot, man.
Hello everyone! Leopards have been spotted in suburban areas, causing significant concern among residents. They often target and attack livestock, including goats, sheep, cattle, and poultry, causing considerable economic losses for farmers and ranchers. From 1990 to 2023, approximately 35 leopard attacks have been reported in the United States. One of the most alarming incidents occurred on the morning of September 11, 2022, when a 42-year-old man was gardening and was suddenly attacked and injured by a leopard. Several people quickly chased the leopard back into the forest. The man was taken to a local hospital by ambulance, and fortunately, the doctors were able to treat his injuries in time, preventing any life-threatening situation. This attack had a significant impact on the community's psyche, highlighting the growing danger posed by leopards as they encroach on human habitats. This incident underscores the urgent need for effective wildlife management and public safety measures to prevent similar incidents from occurring in the future. To address this growing threat, the government has implemented several measures to control the leopard population. Initial efforts have focused on humane methods, such as organizing leopard capture operations using nets and relocating them to more suitable forest areas. However, these methods have been deemed ineffective in controlling the leopard population, necessitating alternative approaches. As a result, the government has adopted the use of firearms to control the number of leopards. This shift highlights the urgent need to balance public safety with wildlife management, as authorities strive to minimize the risks posed by leopards while also addressing the broader ecological impacts of their presence. To hunt leopards effectively, hunters need to prepare the appropriate firearms and protective gear. Choosing a hunting rifle with a sufficiently large caliber, such as a Winchester 36 or 38, is crucial to ensure a humane and effective hunt. In addition to selecting the right firearm, hunters should wear thick, protective clothing, including a sturdy jacket and safety boots, to safeguard themselves against any unforeseen situations during the hunt. Successful leopard hunting depends on effective bait preparation. Leopards are particularly attracted to DM, which helps hunters increase their chances of a successful shot. Luring the leopard into an ideal shooting position is a crucial strategy. The optimal time to hunt leopards is when they are focused on eating their prey, as they are less likely to be alert during this time. Accurate shooting is crucial to ensure a quick and humane hunt, demonstrating respect for the animal while still achieving your hunting goals. Using firearms to hunt leopards has proven effective in managing their population and reducing conflicts between humans and leopards. By lowering the number of leopards in high-density areas, this approach promotes safer and more harmonious coexistence between humans and wildlife. However, excessive hunting can lead to a decline in the species population and disrupt ecological balance. Therefore, it is essential to closely manage hunting activities and rely on accurate data to maintain this balance. Sustainable hunting regulations and regular assessments of leopard populations are necessary to ensure that hunting does not endanger the species. Leopard attacks highlight the importance of developing effective wildlife management strategies to protect human safety. In addition to using firearms, hunters have also employed bows for leopard hunting. Hunting leopards with a bow is an activity that requires skill, patience, and precision. When hunting with a bow, the hunter must be thoroughly prepared, both in terms of archery skills and an understanding of leopard behavior. Choosing the right bow and arrow is also crucial. The bow must be powerful enough to penetrate the leopard's thick skin and muscles. The arrows are typically selected for their sharpness, designed to cause maximum injury and ensure a quick and humane shot. The best time to hunt is at dawn or dusk when leopards are most active. The hunter must approach the prey cautiously, blending into the natural surroundings to avoid detection. The shot must be extremely accurate, targeting weak points on the leopard's body, such as the area near the heart or lungs. A missed shot can cause the leopard to panic and become aggressive, posing a significant danger to the hunter. Hunting leopards with a bow not only requires technical skill, but also a deep respect for nature and wildlife. Each shot must be taken with respect and a clear sense of the hunter's responsibility toward the life of the prey and the balance of the ecosystem. The key takeaway is that collaboration between the community and authorities is essential, and it's important not to miss out on crucial information. Please join the discussion, like, and subscribe to our channel today. Stay tuned for more videos. Not only leopards, but wild boars are also invasive species that pose significant challenges to residents. Leave a comment with the number 1 to continue exploring with us the aggressive nature of these wild boars. Wild boars, a large mammal species, are becoming a serious problem in the United States, causing significant damage to the ecosystem. Wild boars often form herds of 15 to 20 animals, and their reproduction rate is increasing, making the quality of the ecosystem increasingly concerning. They dig up the soil, destroy the soil environment, and can be carriers of infectious diseases that affect wildlife. Wild boars often come near swamps to drink water and search for additional food, heavily polluting the surrounding area. They use their snouts to search for larvae and worms beneath the soil layers, causing significant concern for residents in the United States. According to estimates from the U.S. Department of Agriculture, the damage they cause amounts to up to $2 billion annually. Unable to stand by idly, the farmers here have resolved to take action. They have employed wild boar traps, specifically the Wild Hugs pig boar trap E-type, which is commonly used in the United States. This is a newly launched trap with an exclusive design aimed at ensuring the safety of hunters when placed directly in dense forest areas.
The trap is made entirely of metal, weighing 5.5 laburi, 2.5 kilogri, with a diameter of 9.8 inches, 24.9 centimeters, and a thickness of 1.1 inches, 2.8 centimeters, making it durable and resistant to all weather conditions. Notably, this type of trap is about 1/3 cheaper than other larger traps, while still ensuring good performance. When setting up the traps, users should ensure that the traps are spaced 3.2 feet (0.98 meters) apart to increase the chances of capturing wild boars. When used correctly, the trap's mechanism will activate and securely hold the boar's leg, preventing it from escaping. These traps not only help capture wild boars, but also ensure the safety of humans and other animals. In the United States, the application of this method has helped reduce the wild boar population from 8 million to 4 million over the past 4 years, contributing to the protection of the ecosystem and reducing the risk of spreading infectious diseases caused by them. When caught in the trap's wire, the wild boar begins to panic and tries to escape, fiercely resisting and using its legs to dig up the ground in an attempt to break free. It uses its sharp teeth to bite into the wire, trying to cut through it, but since the trap is made of metal, the wild boar is unable to destroy it. Hunters are required to have a full license, be over 18 years old, and be in good health to install the traps. Training courses on how to use the traps have helped hunters feel confident and safe. Hunters must not have any criminal history related to violence and must strictly adhere to the regulations regarding the use of wild boar traps. Hunters need to regularly check the traps to ensure they are functioning effectively and do not pose a danger to anyone or any other animals in the area. If a wild boar is caught in the trap, the hunter must handle the situation immediately according to the instructions of local authorities to ensure safety and compliance with wildlife regulations. Additionally, hunters must report the number of wild boars trapped to local authorities to meet legal and environmental management requirements. When a wild boar is caught in a leg trap, the hunter must act quickly and carefully. With good health and skill, the hunter should approach the prey slowly and calmly to avoid startling it and provoking an attack. The hunter uses a sturdy stick to keep the wild boar from moving too much, then skillfully removes the trap from its leg. During this process, the hunter must ensure not to apply too much force on the boar's body to avoid sudden attacks when retrieving the trap. This task requires patience, strength, and a deep understanding of wild boar behavior. The wild boar hunting season in the U.S. typically runs from fall to spring, from October to March. Regulations regarding the hunting season and the number of wild boars allowed to be hunted can vary from state to state. If hunters exceed the prescribed limit, they may face fines, have their hunting licenses revoked, or even face imprisonment. These strict regulations are intended to protect the ecosystem and maintain a balance in the wild boar population. Wild boar trapping activities have garnered support from many people for several important reasons. First and foremost, wild boars are capable of causing severe destruction, leading to significant damage to the ecosystem. Additionally, they are a major cause of soil erosion and the destruction of habitats for other animal species. Trapping wild boars helps control their population, minimizing their negative impact on the environment. Furthermore, wild boar trapping also helps protect human health, as wild boars can carry many dangerous diseases. Although trapping wild boars offers many benefits, there are also significant objections for several important reasons. First, some people believe that trapping wild boars is cruel and inhumane, causing severe pain and injury to the animals. Furthermore, the use of traps can inadvertently capture other animals, including endangered or protected species. Additionally, some people are concerned that trapping wild boars could disrupt the ecological balance, affecting other animal species and the natural environment. Some argue that more sustainable and humane alternatives should be sought to control the wild boar population. Additionally, government organizations prohibit hunters from using products made from wild boar meat because they can cause infectious diseases. Do you agree with the practice of controlling wild boars in the US using traps? Please comment below. Comment with the number 1 if you disagree with wild boar hunting. Share this video with your family for good luck. American farmers have built electric fences as an effective measure to protect crops and property from the destruction caused by wild boars. These electric fences are designed to emit mild electric pulses when wild boars come into contact with them, startling the animals and keeping them away from the protected area without causing them serious harm. The installation process of the electric fence begins with identifying the boundaries that need protection and accurately measuring the length of the fence. Fence posts should be securely anchored into the ground, spaced about 3 to 5 meters apart to ensure stability. The electric wires are then stretched along these posts and need to be tightened sufficiently to prevent wild boars from squeezing through or damaging the fence. The electrical system is connected to a transformer, which provides a continuous but safe electric pulse. In addition to installation, it is essential that the fence is well maintained, with regular inspections, to ensure there are no faults or vegetation touching the wires, which could reduce the fence's effectiveness. Additionally, warning signs about the electric fence should be placed in visible locations to ensure the safety of both people and other animals. Electric fences are not only an effective preventive measure against wild boars, but also help protect the ecosystem, minimize crop damage, and maintain natural balance. Please continue watching the video, as these solutions have been effective in preventing the growth of certain invasive species. Do you believe in a better solution? If so, please don't forget to share your thoughts and opinions below. Additionally, don't forget to share, like, and subscribe to support our channel for upcoming videos. Finally, don't forget to share this video with all your friends so they can watch and enjoy it as well.